Hi, welcome to AFTV. It's time for player ratings. I've got Robbie with me. Robbie, let's kick into it. Before we go into it, let's hope this player ratings is going to reflect the scoreline, because I don't know if it will. I know you're saying that in the full game it was a good performance overall, but we've had some conflicting views of obviously the first 20 minutes. Let's hope and see if these results resemble what the scoreline is, or maybe the performance. Let's go. Let's start with Aaron Ramsdale in goal. Made a key save at the beginning of the game at 0-0. What do you give him? You said he was a standout for you in your fan cam.
Do you know what? He was the best player on the pitch for me. I just felt that, like, when the first part of the game, when we started off the game quite poorly, he was that guy. He was that guy lifting the team. He was showing a lot of leadership qualities on the pitch. Made some good saves in the game, which I'm saying there was any save he made that you wouldn't expect him to make.
Yeah.
But he made the key saves. His distribution was brilliant. That chance that he played up to Martinelli, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
And he just all round, he was outstanding today. Yet another great performance by him, and I give him an 8 out of 10. This guy is a real leader on the pitch. He commands his box. You know what I mean? He's just one of my favourite players at the moment.
Yeah,
8 out of 10. A really good performance by Aaron Ramsdale today, because, as I said, when we were a little bit down, he was one of those guys that were lifting us. So great performance by him.
Yeah, 8 out of 10. I think that's a fair result, Rob. I think, especially when the Arsenal side at times were putting him under a lot of pressure with the pass in the back.
Exactly. And there was that as well. Some real poor passes back to him and stuff like that. And of course, it was his, quick, incisive passing that led to the first goal.
Yep, exactly.
These moves start with him. So yeah, I thought he was really good today.
Okay. All right, let's move on to Tomiyasu, the right back.
Good performance by him. Solid. Will never be bullied, that guy. Really good. Again, another one of the players that I'm really, really enjoying watching at the moment. You have a confidence that no one's going to get past him easily. And whilst he didn't get forward a lot today, it was still a good performance by him. Especially earlier on in the game when Southampton were on top. He was one of the better players. So I'll give him a 7. I thought he had a good game today.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Good game in the
Yeah, Tomiyasu is becoming another fan favourite as well, alongside Aaron Ramsdale. Let's look at Benjamin White.
I thought he was a little bit sloppy at the start of that game. Again, I don't like this rolling, holding the ball, and sometimes he slows it down a bit too much.
Yeah.
Not a terrible performance because we've kept a clean sheet, but at the start of the game, I just thought some of his stuff he did was very sloppy. So I'll give him probably a 6.
A 6, okay. Now Gabrielle obviously picked up a yellow card. Did come off in the game today, but was it something that kind of was due detriment, the yellow card?
Well, listen, he picked up a yellow card very early in the game, and I think it was a yellow card as well. He was very sloppy earlier on in that game as well. Very unlike him. But he did get a goal. As a matter of fact, he scored 2 goals, one disallowed, and then the other one, and it was great to see him on the score sheet. And, he's been consistent this season. But I'll probably give him a 6 as well.
6 as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Kieran Tierney keeps his place over Tavares as well as a
Tierney. I thought Tierney played all right. Couple of good crosses. Was pretty secure at the back. Again, a little bit sloppy earlier on in the game as well. But in general, solid enough. That'll probably be another 6 for me.
Okay, 6. Let's go into the midfield. Let's look at first Thomas Partey, taking shots from outside the box still.
When everyone's going, shoot! I'm like, what? What's the matter with these people? I think that's because we was 3-0 up. Everyone was telling him to shoot.
Yeah.
And when he did shoot, the ball ended up probably on Arsenal tube station.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know what he was doing, man. He weren't great today. Bit sloppy, bit slow. Couple of times got shoved off the ball a bit. He's definitely a player that's not on form at the moment. Gonna have to be a lot better than that against West Ham. They're very strong in midfield with Declan Rice, Soucek, and these guys. He'll have to step up his levels way above what I saw today. I'll give him a 5.
Oh wow, gone down to a 5. Okay, let's look at Granit Xhaka then, his partner today.
Xhaka was better. No, Xhaka was much better than Partey in there. I thought he was quite quite strong in the midfield. I always say you can't bully Xhaka in that midfield. That's one thing about him. Still a bit sideways. Still want to see it move forward a bit more. It was still a bit too slow from him. But the defensive side of things, the sort of protecting the back four side of things, I thought he did quite well. He was quite strong in that midfield. Better than Partey. I give him a 6.
A 6. Okay, let's look at Bukayo Saka, Robbie. I think it's unfortunate for him today not to get a goal. I think he really deserved one. What do you give him?
Yeah, he played well today. And very unfortunate not to get a goal. Great shot, hit the post, and he every time he got the ball, it looked like problems for Southampton.
Yeah, agreed.
I give him a 7. A good performance by shame he didn't get a goal because he deserved a goal on his performance today.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I think that's a fair result as well. Martin Odergaard, for you today.
Again, well done to Odegaard again. Another goal. That's 3 goals in 3. You know, this is great that he's bringing goals to his game. A little bit sloppy earlier on in the game, but again, you know, he stepped it up after that and, you know, responded well. And that was a good header that he scored as well. He's popping up with some important goals. 7.
7. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think he's got 4 goals now as well. The same amount of goals as Aubameyang.
He's popping up with big goals, man.
Yeah. Gabrielle Martinelli.
Martinelli, again, I thought played really, really well today. Worked hard. Really, you know, run his socks off as usual. We expect that from him every time. There was a couple of times. There was that time he was played through by Ramsdale. I thought he would have done better then because he's got the ability. Sort of his touch was a little heavy.
Yeah,
but overall, I thought he had again another player who was a danger. And I'd give him a 7 as well.
7 as well. Lacazette coming in obviously off the back of Aubameyang with his disciplinary breach. Obviously, he leads the line today and he
played very well.
Yeah,
played very well today. Led the line, captain, scored a nice goal, finished off a great move, had some nice touches in and around the box.
He had some chances that he had some chances that he missed and could have slipped in some players at a time as well.
Yeah. There was one time when he could have there's one time when he done a brilliant little move and he's beat a couple of players, but he just took too long to get his shot off. But overall, though, I thought he played very well today. He was a threat as well, and 8 out of 10 I'm going to give him. I think he was very good.
Okay, that's a high.
Yeah, I thought he was very good today. He looked sharp today. He really did look sharp.
So you gave the 8 there. Is that level with Ramsdale that you gave as well? You gave
Ramsdale, him and Ramsdale I've given an 8. But I probably overall, my man in the match overall, I'll probably give to Ramsdale because I just liked his performance today. Like the fact that he lifted us, you know?
Okay, yeah, let's rattle through the subs that came on. So we saw Rob Holding come on first.
Standard 5, you know what I mean? He didn't really have much to do. It's hard to judge him, so...
Yeah, Sambi Lokonga as well, didn't he come on as well?
Yeah, same thing with him.
Okay,
and Pepe, Pepe. I mean, it's good to see him come on. If he hadn't brought him on in that game, I'd be like, boy, but, you know, he brought him on so late, didn't really have... I understand him bringing him on at that time because you just need to see it out, so...
Yeah. All right then. The ref and the kind of VAR. We didn't really get involved too much with the ref, but
no, I thought the ref was fair today. I thought, like for instance, the yellow card that Gabrielle got, that was a yellow card. So, ref was fair today. Give the ref a 7.
Yeah, and obviously we can't give the fans a rating today because we're not there. It's killing us. We both can't be at the game.
Listen, I'll still rate him, man. I'll still give him like a 9 today because absolutely lashing it down with rain.
Oh, it's rain. Yeah, true.
Yeah, we'd be outside right now getting soaked doing the fan cams. You know what I mean? So maybe I picked the right week to have a COVID. To avoid all that rain out there. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, the fans was brilliant as usual. It was a bit subdued at first. But once we got that first goal, they did lift, and you know, it's horrible conditions there, and you know, big up to the fans.
Yeah, big up to the fans. Rob, before we kind of Mikel Arteta before we go, do Mikel Arteta.
Arteta today, you
dropping Aubameyang, sticking to his non-negotiables.
Yeah, no, give him an 8 because that's a big call to make. You know, what I mean, you drop your captain, you say it's non-negotiables, you're sticking with your discipline stuff, and had we have lost today or drew, questions would have been asked. Well, why are you leaving him out? And did he really do anything? But he got it all right today. Poor start at the game. He needs to look at that. We'll still want to see this team coming out and be more on the front foot. But once we got the goal, it was a very one-sided game after that. And so we've bounced back from the Everton game. Can we now do it when we play against West Ham? But for today, 8.
Yeah, I have my personal opinions on Mick Arteta this season, but you have to give him credit when it comes to the first goal, how well it was put together from the
exactly. That's something that he asks for all the time, isn't it? Playing out from the back, and that was a brilliant example of it.
Yeah, and coming out in the second half was clearly, he must have said something at half time to change the game. Before we wrap this up, Rob, I just want to ask you, obviously, against Everton, we have the same 11 today. Going forward against West Ham, would you like to see the same sort of 11 due to keep it consistent? And because we've struggled with consistency within the side. The same 11, or do you think it might need switching up depending on...
I'd like to see Smith Rowe come back in.
Right.
It's a little bit of a dilemma now because I would have probably said you'd leave out Odergaard, but he scored 3 in 3 games. So, so I'm not sure who he's going to leave out, but I would like to see Smith Rowe come back.
Okay. Well, Rob, listen, thank you for joining me on the player ratings. Guys, make sure you like and subscribe as always and comment below. Let us know your player ratings underneath. We'll be reading. Thank you very much, and we'll see you again very soon.